All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and yeah, we gonna kind of react to some of the fights last night real quick. Kell Brook got the win over Mark Deluca, Bazooka Deluca, the Marine out of Massachusetts. Rigondeaux got a decision over Solis last night. First time the Village Waiting fighter had fought the United States on Showtime, and Gary Russell got a big victory over King Tug, who was a very tough opponent last night. Also, we're going to talk about how Gary Russell Jr. and Terence Crawford is the realest in boxing, and we're going to kind of go into depth in some of these sucker boxers out there as well too. So it should be a solid stream, God willing. Appreciate everybody out there for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Continue to share the videos. It's the best way to help the channel out. And remember, any story that I do, all the article, video link is going to be in the description, either under article link or source, or sources or article link. So check that out as well. But other than that, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing get you 18% off their 100% all natural products. You talking about lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much more. All the information is in the description. Get 18% off with my promo code Goodfellow1Boxing. Website healthblaze.com. Once again, is in the description and all my social media there as well. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. All my information is in the description. Don't forget to check my other channel out too, More to See Sports Talk, for additional content as well. So, yeah, I mean, we can start off with the Kell Brook fight till more people roll in. Hanif, what's going on? Kell Brook fight was I didn't know what to expect. I looked at Deluca resume. He lost to Walter Wright. Walter Wright was in the contender. All right, he was in the contender this season with K9, Stevie Forbes. That was the last contender that I watched, and that was a really good show. But he came back and advanced his loss versus Walter Wright. Now Walter Wright, he from Seattle. He around 38 years old these days, so he's still trying to hang in there and still trying to box. So that is what it is. But yeah, I knew DeLuca was probably outgunned last night. If Kell Brook lost to that guy, had trouble with that guy, that was definitely the final signal to retire. But it was the perfect opponent for Kell Brook to look good against. It wasn't the guy that was going to go into survival mode and pack it in. DeLuca was trying until he got knocked out, and that's the sign of a Marine tough. He was trying to go to the body to kind of close the gap in athletic ability or from the athletic ability department, but he just couldn't do nothing with Kell Brook. Kell Brook physically looked good, his reflexes look good. Only thing we really don't know if he can take a punch on that broken up face, where both sides of his face have been broken up. But other than that, it told me nothing new about Kell Brook. We just know that Kell Brook is at least basement level a fighter. He at least can beat the bottom 5 in the top 15. So can he compete with Lubin, and guys like that, and Charlo and Lara and Rosario and J Rock? I still have my doubts. Braylon Welsh, what's going on, homie? I still have my doubts, but he may fight Liam Smith next. Liam Smith is okay. That really tells me nothing. Liam Smith is really a UK level fighter. He's just a step above a European or British champion. He competed against Ricky E. What's going on? He competed against who was that? Canelo. He beat Liam Williams over his career. He is the brother of Callum Smith, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly. But he's a solid fighter. I mean, I don't think it's. I think that tells us a little bit more than Kell Brook beating Mark DeLuca. But like I said before, if Kell Brook struggled with that guy, or he lost to that guy, it was time to hang it up. Just point blank, period. It was seriously time to hang it up for him. But other than that, it was nothing too much to take away. I heard Kid Galahad destroyed the dude that King Tug had fought. I think the Puerto Rican kid, and made him quit in 8. I wouldn't have seen that coming. That dude Miro is pretty tough. But I got another video coming about Kell Brook, so I'm not gonna go into depth about Kell Brook and DeLuca. I already talked about it. It was nothing more to be pretty much to be said. I think he basically, he playing survival mode. It's kind of like the Hunger Games. He lived to survive another day. He could beat Liam Smith. I don't think that should give you a title shot, but I've seen way lesser fights get guys title shots, but I don't believe he can compete with the top 54 pounders. He just don't have enough size and don't have enough just athletic ability to hang Jermaine with those guys. But no credit to him. Rigondeaux get a win yesterday. People still expecting Rigondeaux to change. And his last fight on the Charlo Cotta undercard, people thought that was going to be the new Rigondeaux. That was fun for TV. He sat there and had a gunfight with the guy he fought last time. They went blow for blow, and Rigondeaux sat in the pocket. And, when he sat in the pocket, people were saying Rigondeaux was getting old. He can't move no more. And now he moved down to 118, and he showed his foot movement last night. People were saying he born again. He born again. Well, you can't please him. That's what Rigondeaux is. Rigondeaux was a guy with a lot of power. He pretty much a one-handed fighter. But Solis, he just couldn't cut the ring off and close the distance on him. That was the major difference. Had he been able to close the distance and make it a fight, maybe so. But when he landed that left hand and he set him up with the body shot and came over the top, and he felt that power in the left hand, Solis didn't want no more. Billy M, what's going on? He didn't want no more. So even if he could have closed the distance, I don't think he was willing to take that left hand. But people still expecting Rigondeaux to change, even though he had one fight. It's about matchmaking with Rigondeaux. You got to matchmaking with guys that's going to press him. You got to matchmaking with guys like Madonna, Chavez, pressure fighters. That's what I'm trying to get at. You got to find guys that's going to bring the best out of Rigondeaux. Same thing with Lara. When he fought Angulo, it brought the best out of him. When he fought Castanos, it brought the best out of him. You put him in there with a Goucher or a Solis, or you put him in there with somebody that's going to try to box it out with Rigondeaux, you're going to get a snooze fest every time. You're going to get a snooze fest every time. So with Rigondeaux, you got to find a guy that's going to put the earmuffs on. You got to find a guy that's going to continue to hunt down Rigondeaux, that's willing to take some to get some. And then you had Classics fight with Rigondeaux. But you can't just throw Rigondeaux in there with anybody. Can't put him in there with Ray Vargas. That's absolutely a terrible fight. You can't put him in there with a guy like Solis. Terrible fight. You got to find somebody that's willing and able to go in there and deliver. And I think him and Nyambayar would be a nice little fight. At this point, I think, Nyambayar might as well be the new Chad Dawson. Get all the old dudes out the division. He got Donaire out of there. He get Rigondeaux out of there. He'd be the new Chad Dawson. That's what Chad Dawson did. Got Adamic out of there, Tarver out of there. He got all the old dudes that was ruling the light heavyweight division, and that's what Nyambayar might have to do. But I would have favored Nyambayar. Rigondeaux 39 years old, man, but Nyambayar got to cut that ring off and be willing to get that left hand. And he take chances. He took some chances with Donaire. Donaire came in 20 pounds heavier than him, but I think Rigondeaux got a lot of power in placing that left hand as well. So, he took Donaire power shot. Let's see if he can take Rigondeaux power shot. And the difference is Donaire is a little bit more active and a lot more fan-friendly. And will Nyambayar get bored, or will he get restless, trying to, fight a boring fight with Rigondeaux? That's the question. If he get restless and he get out of position, he take a chance, he can find himself on his ass. And he got a fight coming up soon with the dude that beat Tite, Casemiro, Manny Pacquiao fighter, and he coming off a broken orbital bone, so he may not make it through that fight if his face ain't healed, or if Donaire took something out of him. And people talk about we got weight classes for a reason. Well, Donaire outweighed him on the night of the fight by 20 pounds, so that's something to look at too. Rigondeaux won't outweigh him by 20 pounds, not at all, but that may have took something out of Nyambayar that he can't get back, so that's something to look at. But other than that, you had Gary Russell taking on King Tug last night. Good fight. I felt that he controlled the first 6 rounds. Around the 7th and 8th, King Tug started to double, triple up his jab. Get Gary Russell, out of position. He kept a lot of pressure on Gary Russell, but didn't do nothing with it. After the fight, he said Gary Russell didn't have no power. I couldn't tell. You really wasn't going balls to the wall and really trying to go sell out for Gary Russell until the end. And then Gary Russell started pushing you back and you started giving up ground. So, it was a good fight. I feel Gary Russell won the fight comfortably. Hand speed, boxing intellect. His foot movement was better than I've seen in prior fights. He showed a lot of, lateral movement, and King Tug didn't really know what to do. I feel like the only mistake Gary Russell made was that Gary Russell left a lot of body punches on the floor, and I felt that if he would have went to the body, King Tug wouldn't have been able to press him back towards the end. But other than that, that was pretty much a competitive one-side ass whooping. King Tug wasn't on that level. He had a lot of people in the building, and one of the things I'm going to talk about was the fact that how disgusting Showtime commentary was. They legitimately was rooting for Gary Russell to lose last night. And at the end of the day, what's frowned upon in boxing is that once you get in there and you want to fight the best and you exposing, some of these network paper champions and some of these network favorites, Versatile, what's going on? Some of these network favorites, now they want you to lose. You ever notice that Crawford want to fight the best, and then you got idiots like Negro and Fanon the Faggot, coming out here saying that, he's lame, he need to do this, he need to do that. You got people out here protecting Gervonta Tank Davis, who makes his appearance back on Twitter yesterday, saying that Gervonta says he all bark, no bite. Like, dude, you the one that's running. Gary Russell and Terence Crawford is two of the realest dudes in it, and they pay a price for wanting to fight the best. Let that sink in for a minute. They pay a price for wanting to fight the best. How was that? How was that? How was that? How was that? That even computes to real boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? Showtime was legitimately rooting against Gary Russell last night. They were sitting there on the edge of their seat. I was watching Gary Russell land some straight left hands, and they wasn't calling it. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't calling the straight left hands that Gary Russell was landing. And as soon as King Tug, threw a punch, King Tug with a big right hand. King Tug with an uppercut. Look at those combinations, Al. You just don't get that. King Tug, they was legitimately rooting for King Tug Nabar last night versus Gary Russell. And it was disgusting. I thought I was tripping. You know what I'm saying? Then I seen Cortez Bay, Mickey Bay brother say the same thing. And I was like, well, I thought I was tripping. And then he had a thread going on Facebook. They had a thread going on Facebook, and a lot of the brothers were saying the same thing. And you notice that the trajectory of Showtime commentary changed once HBO left the building. When HBO got out the building, Showtime seemed like they just went on a spree of disrespecting black fighters. People forget how Showtime was disrespecting Deontay Wilder when he was fighting Tyson Fury. They was rooting for Tyson Fury like he was the house fighter. You know what I'm saying? And Tyson Fury, they thought Tyson Fury, if he beat Wilder, was gonna be loyal to Showtime and make the fight on Showtime. Tyson Fury ran his white ass right back over there to ESPN Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did. He ran right over there. So he said Shakur Stevenson ducking Warrington. He ain't ducking no Warrington. Warrington Price still. Are you that dumb to think Shakur Stevenson ducking Warrington? Even if you read that article, and I know the article you read, even if you read that article, do you really believe Shakur Stevenson ducking Josh Warrington? Do you really believe he ducking him? Are you really gonna believe? Are you gonna really believe the clear people on that one? Josh Warrington, the same Mark who didn't want to fight Gary Russell. Let that marinate for. He the same Mark who lost to Kid Galahad. Come on, do you really believe that? Warrington don't want the fight. They offer Warrington a ton of money. What people don't know, they offer Warrington a ton of money to come over here and fight Shakur Stevenson. He refused to come over here. You can't be that stupid to believe that Shakur Stevenson would duck Josh Warrington. That's crazy. Josh Warrington don't want that fight. Everybody in their mama know they trying to be cheap with Shakur Stevenson on that fight. Come on, man. Even Frank Warren said, I would love to see Josh Warrington and Carl Frampton again. Don't nobody want to see that bull crap. Two vagabonds. Shakur Stevenson wiped the floor with both of them dudes. Come on, man. They don't want to pay nobody what they worth. Come on, man. We not going there, bro. You can't be stupid enough to believe Fish Eyes Frank Warren. You can't be stupid enough to believe him. Josh Warren to get the breaks. Josh Warren is a lot of them dudes in the UK are European title holders, bro. They not world class. A lot Liam Smith, Kell Brook, at this point in their career, is the only world class fighter in the UK is probably Tyson Fury and Josh Taylor. They're the only world class fighters over there right now. Potentially Daniel Du Bois, but that's it. Ain't no more world class fighters over there, bro. You know, maybe Anthony Yarde. I heard he got a comeback win today versus absolute nobody, but the UK only got 2 world class fighters in my opinion. Kid Galahad is not a world class fighter. Josh Warrington ain't a world class fighter. Carl Frampton ain't a world class fighter. Ain't none of them dudes world class. Josh Kelly is garbage. I've told you that from the beginning. He's a garbage fighter. They don't have no world class fighters, bro. James Tennyson, Juno Carroll, garbage, trash, waste management, bro. They don't have no world class champ. Billy Joe Saunders is a UK European level fighter. He ain't gonna beat nobody a substance either. You know what I'm saying? And Anthony Joshua. And he showed when he came over here. He came to America, and this is the market. You make your market. He lost to Tubby Submarine. The boss, what's going on? He lost to a fat man. You know what I'm saying? He lost to Tubby. So how can we call him world class? You can't be world class. You can't be world class if you can't win in America. You can't be world class if you... Anthony Joshua ain't even world class. I'm sorry. He only good in UK and third world... In other countries, I won't call Saudi Arabia a third world country. Come on. Kid Galahad looked good in the UK. And he looked good versus the Tuka dude that we never heard. You put him in there with Shakur Stevenson, he gonna get the Beast by Dre put on him. He gonna get dragged. He gonna get dog walked. Dillian White ain't world class, but it ain't hard to be world class in the heavyweight division. If you want to give him Dillian White, I'm not gonna argue with you. It ain't hard to be world class in the heavyweight division. Josh Taylor, one of the best fighters in the world, top 10. Taylor and Fury is the 2 best fighters out the United Kingdom. The boys coming. I might be missing a few guys. You know, maybe a couple guys I might be missing. Kid Galahad ain't shit. I'll tell you that right now. He beat Josh Warrington though. He another guy that got popped for peds. My brother spiked my drink. I ain't nobody trying. They got some of the weakest excuses. My brother spiked my drink. I ain't nobody trying to hear that. But I like Yarde though. He got to prove he world class. I like Anthony Yarde. The boy's one of my favorite young fighters. Jeffe was good. Oh, I thought you were talking about F.A. Jabba. I said, he from the UK? I thought he was from like Nigeria or something. Oh, I like Joshua Batiste. He ain't proved to be world class, but I like Bawatsi, I like Bawatsi. You know, but him and Du Bois kind of saying they got to prove it to me. But like I said before, kind of get off subject. Tyson Fury and Taylor is the class of the UK. You know, and what's so funny about it? They two of the most disliked UK fighters. I'm gonna tell you guys a trick. All right, I'm gonna tell you. I know he fought a tomato can. That's what you do when you coming off a loss. I'm gonna tell you a trick. I'm gonna tell you how to spot a good United Kingdom fighter. Listen up here, right here at the 1830 mark. You find a good UK fighter. If the UK people don't like the fighter, that means he good. If the UK people do not like the fighter come out the UK, that mean he good. If they love a fighter, it's probably a good chance that he suck. See, they don't like Daniel Du Bois, they don't like Tyson Fury, they don't like Josh Taylor. If they good, mark my words, if they good, they don't like them. You know, they don't get that unconditional support that Anthony Joshua get or that Frank Bruno got. If they like Yarde is better than a lot of the other fighters there. He competed versus Kovalev. If he went back to the body, Yarde would have beat Kovalev. And Canelo Alvarez never would have got that fight. I'm telling you, if the UK fans don't like a fighter, that mean they pretty fucking good. If they like a fighter, trust me. If they like a fighter like that, he suck. So that's the difference. So always remember that rule of thumb. If the UK fighter is loved and beloved and that mean he garbage or he a gimmick. If they don't like him, you know what I'm saying? That mean he good. That's the difference. But Tunji Ajayi can coach though. They you believe that if you want to, they don't spar. They spar. Tunji Ajayi can coach. Don't no kid like that going there with Kovalev in Russia, which Andre Ward when he went to Russia and compete like they did. That kid is well schooled. That man know what he doing. Brandon Maurice, what's going on? Kawasaki was smoking mirrors. I like Kawasaki, don't get me wrong, but he ain't no all-time great. You know, he beat up on a lot of old. His best win was Bernard Hopkins. Miguel Kessler, it was solid. He did it before Ward, and he beat up Jeff Lacey. But he ain't he legit for them. He ain't Lennox Lewis status. You know what I'm saying? He one of their most legit fighters, but hey, you put him in a vacuum at 68 with Roy Jones, James Toney, Andre Ward, you know, some of the other great 168-pound fighters over the course of time. And remember, that division was predominantly a European division. Does he come out on top? Do he come out on top? Hell no. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna get. And like I said before, a lot of Americans over the course of times until recently, they skipped over the 168-pound division like it was cruiserweight. That's the difference. Marcel Char, excuse me, what's going on? Kawasaki Canelo, depends. He said, true, if a UK fighter come to America early on, they might have something. Josh Taylor and Fury both fought in America early on. Yard spent a lot of times in Vegas sparring early. Yup. Anthony Yard was sneaking over here sparring. So, yeah, you know, that's what Josh Taylor fought like 3 times over here. Like, once in Texas, once in New York, and once in Vegas. That's kind of some of my investigations I do with, like, United Kingdom fighters. I look at their boxing rec and see where they fought at. And if they come to America, I don't care if it's in a lower level fight, they probably good. If they hate it in the UK or the people don't like them, they probably good. That's a fact. I'm going to come out with a boxing book. Rule of thumb. For real. But, yeah, back to Gary Russell. Somebody asked, I think it was the boss. Somebody asked, is Gary Russell disliked by Americans? Yeah, you know, because they paint a perception of Gary Russell that's not true. Only somebody that think for themselves know the truth real about Gary Russell. Only somebody that know the truth. I know Gary Russell only fight once a year because he don't want to waste his hands fighting nobodies. The other dudes don't want to step up. Same thing they did with Rigondeaux. They painted a perception to make Rigondeaux one of the most hated fighters in America. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? Rigondeaux wasn't active because boxing politics and promoters and managers beat him up because they deemed that he wasn't fan friendly for TV. But neither was Floyd Mayweather, was he? That's how they did him. So talking about what's going on. That's how they did him, and that's the truth. So when you look at you know Gary Russell, you're looking at the Rigondeaux 2.0, a guy that boxing politics gonna beat him up. If you want to fight the best in boxing and you want to fight the best and you want the best fights, 9 times out of 10, the majority of the public gonna hate you. Real talk. Gervonta Tank Davis got all these fans. Imagine if Rigondeaux or Gary Russell or Terence Crawford went out there and snatched that woman up, dragged her to the back of the arena, and some of the things that was alleged on Tank Davis did. You know, would they let Terence Crawford lay that down? No. Would they let Gary Russell lay that down? No. Like I said before, the world is a funny place. Everything that was frowned upon when we was coming up is now given the thumbs up. It makes no sense. Gary Russell is one of the realest dudes in boxing. You know, and it's a shame when a dude got to jump up 2 weight classes just to get a fight. Nobody put no pressure on Leo Santa Cruz. It's widely accepted from the UK to America to Hawaii all the way to Japan that it's okay if Leo Santa Cruz don't fight Gary Russell. Nobody putting pressure on Leo to fight Gary Russell. None. It's accepted. And all they say, well, Gary Russell don't fight enough, or Gary Russell don't do this, Gary Russell don't do that. Man, every fighter fight once or twice a year. Gary Russell just fight one less time than Errol Spence do a year. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta Tank Davis wasn't active until last year, and they barely got him in the ring 3 times last year. What do that mean if I go in the ring three times a year and I fight Hugo Ruiz, Ricardo Nunes, and Gamboa? What do that mean? Them 3 fights, none of them 3 fighters equal up to King Tug. None of them 3 fighters is better than Johnny Gonzalez, who iced Abner Mares. So what do that mean? None of them fighters, you can add up Gervonta Tank's resume. Gary Russell fought Lomachenko. That's a fact. Gary Russell fought Lomachenko. Ben did that. He did that when he was a prospect. People forget his 20 fights wasn't shit. Even when Gary Russell was fighting like active, people still weren't messing with him for whatever reason. I don't know. He don't have a boring fight. Exciting. He probably had one of the better fights last decade that nobody talk about with Lomachenko. That was a really good fight. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand the disconnect between, with Gary Russell and Terence. They should be applauded. They should be put on a pedestal. They real fighters in the clown industry. When you got an industry where Errol Spence is a clown, Gervonta Tank Davis is a clown, Jamar Charlo is a clown, Canelo running around acting like a clown, Golovkin is one of the biggest clowns, Leo Santa Cruz is a clown. All these other dudes that get the support for running and hiding and ducking. Let that marinate for a minute. He said Gary Anton already 27, only got 13 fights. A damn shame. PBC and just Floyd. Exactly. That dude got 13 fights with 13 knockouts and scored a first round knockout yesterday. He 27 years old. Is that kid? He 37 years old. I didn't think he was that old. I didn't think that kid was that old. You sure you ain't talking about Antonio? Yeah, you talking about Antonio, bro. Anton is 23. I knew he wasn't that old. You talking about Antonio. Yeah, Anton not 28. Yeah. Not Gary Anton. But like I said before, it's a lot of politics, man. And a lot of it boiled down to suckers like Negro Fight Fan. The suckers like Fanon. Suckers like General Child 78. A lot of suckers like them. Barbershop Conversation. You gotta stop supporting these suckers out here, man. I'm just keeping it real. A lot of that got to do with suckers like them. Boxing Logics United, what's going on? TJ, what's going on? Y'all gotta stop supporting them suckers, man. That's pimping people's mind, making the scene. Errol Spence is terrible, bro. Errol Spence has lied on so many occasions. Errol Spence and Tank is same as birds of a feather flock together. They're the same thing. It's not a difference between Errol Spence, Tank, and Leo. All of them ducking somebody. All of them. Errol Spence swear he's scared of shit of Terence Crawford. Leo Santa Cruz is scared of shit of Gary Russell for whatever reason it is. I'm telling you, Errol Spence would jump up 2 weight classes to get beat up. Errol Spence would jump up 2 weight classes to get beat up by Canelo before he loses to Terence Crawford and fight him. I'm telling you the truth. Gervonta Tank Davis, he'd rather fight his baby mama and go to jail for 10 years than fight Lomachenko. This is the truth. It's the truth. But these are the dudes who get the support. It ain't no different from the UK. If you a chump and you ducking somebody 9 times out of 10, the American public don't like you too. If you going out here talking about A side, B side, give me 20 million, give me 100 million, I ain't doing it. Chances is they gonna Detroit versus everybody. They gonna love you, Gennaro. What's going on? For sure. If you talk about I want to fight the best and I want to do the best, and you call out guys they gonna hate. They gonna hate. That's just what it is. If you want to fight the best in boxing, they gonna put you on the shelf. They gonna hate on you like Showtime did yesterday. The Americans, the Tumbo see ducking as honorable. We can't go piss on the UK fight fans. You can't piss on them and not look at your own fighters. We see it as honorable. Look at all the top fighters, man. And I'm telling you, Deontay Wilder ain't that clean either, bro. I'm telling you, Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua in cahoots, man. We getting played. Once again, we getting played. I'm telling you, God honest truth. Once again, Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder got a handshake agreement behind the scenes to marinate that fight to it's worth at least $300-500 million. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Deontay Wilder, he ain't. Like I said before, bro, he ain't as real as y'all think he is. I like the guy, but Shelly Finkel and Al Haymon pimping him too. She want my pimp juice. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think I need to let her loose. Let her loose. Telling you, that's in cahoots. Is they in cahoots? Gary Russell versus Devin Haney at 35. I'll talk about Devin Haney going to 35. I don't like the idea. I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on behind that. BK Don 718 salute Wood. Stay Real TV. Hit that subscribe button over there. What if Fury beats Wild? They gotta do it again. They fighting twice regardless, unless somebody say beat down want it. Boxing Lodge United frauds get applauded in today's. Yeah, it is, bro. Pond to pond. It ain't nothing. It ain't a UK thing. It's an American thing too. These dudes, you gotta fight the other dude that's getting ducked. You gotta fight the other dude that's getting ducked. Real talk. You gotta fight the other dude that's getting ducked. You gotta move up weight classes just to get people to fight you. Just to look vulnerable. It's comical, bro. It's comical. It's comical, dude. Behind the scenes, man, you find out some of these dudes ain't as great as they lead off to be. You know, it's all a gimmick, bro. You know what I'm saying? And for Gary Russell, what they did to him on Showtime last night, bro, I would never fight on Showtime again. And then you gotta wonder between Gary Russell, Terence Crawford, guys that's really, really being beat up by the politics of boxing, Guillermo Rigondeaux. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wonder, man, is it time to like retire, bro? You know what I'm saying? Is it time to retire, man? Because you out here, you a dinosaur out here. You out here wanting to fight the best, and that's not in style no more. You know what I'm saying? You got guys hiding behind promoters and stuff, and you got promoters called like Floyd called another fighter saying stop picking on Tank. How can you respect, real talk, man? How can you respect Floyd? How can you respect Leonard Ellaby? How you can respect PBC? How you can respect Gervonta Tank Davis? It's different if Bob Arum called Terence Crawford and say stop talking about Lomachenko. I think everybody in this room would not be surprised if Terence Crawford started dragging Lomachenko's name through the mud for obvious reasons, right? No, Caleb Plant fighting on Fox is if he dragging his name for valid reasons, as we all know, through the mud, and Bob called him and say, "Hey, could you stop dragging Lomachenko's name through the mud?" I mean, I don't think any of us would be shocked if Lou DiBella called Derevchenko and he dragging some other fighter that Lou DiBella promote through the net. We will understand it. You know what I'm saying? If, Evander Holyfield's son, whatever his name is, dragging Kovalev name through the mud, and Kathy might hit him up and say, "Oh, can you do that?" But for one of your all-time great fighters, Floyd Mayweather, to call Gary Russell and tell him to stop picking on Tank Davis, how can you support that? How can you support Floyd Mayweather? How can you put a TMT hat on? Forget all the borderline raccoonish stuff that Floyd said over the course of time. How, as a boxing fan, as a casual, a purist, a sometimes boxing fan, hardcore boxing fan, how can you support one of the best fighters of the era? Some people think is the GOAT, which I don't. How can you support him saying that, calling Gary Russell and telling him to stop picking on Tank? How can you do that? How can you support that message as a fight fan? You can't. You can't. How can you support Errol Spence out here blatantly lying? Blatantly lying, bro. Pricing himself out to fight Terence Crawford. Blatantly lying, saying that I fight Pacquiao, no tune-ups, and then behind the scenes, they basically got to put a gun to his head to take the fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, how can you support this? How can you support this dude, man? Blasted Keith Thurman for doing the same thing he doing to Crawford. Blasted Sean Porter for years for the same thing he doing to Crawford. How can y'all support this stuff, man? I'm dead ass serious. How can you support it, bro? How? How can you support Jamal Charlo saying, "Oh, me and Terence Crawford, we in the same boat"? Oh, last time I checked, it wasn't no $15 million offer to go fight Canelo or $10 million to fight Andrade. Talking about he ducked, and Ronnie Shields went on Fight Hype and said that Oh, I don't know who they called. You got to call Al. Like, come on, man. Kick rocks, bruh. Kick rocks. Kick rocks. Kick rocks, bro. These dudes is not the same. Anybody on PBC, bro, or the majority of these promotional companies, man, you cannot trust their word, man. You cannot trust their word. You cannot trust these dudes. Only two real dudes in boxing is Gary Russell and Terence Crawford. Them the only two ones. And you gotta wonder at some point, Clay, what's going on? At some point, do they retire? If they money right and they invested their money, whatever mean real estate, stocks, bonds, CDs, whatever they doing, if they invest their money right, what's keeping them ticking in boxing? Real talk. What wakes you up in the morning to go through that physical abuse? To the two-a-days and the running and the strength and conditioning, maybe bands, light weights, or calisthenics, and then taking a cat nap or going or talking to your wife or taking the kids to school, going in the gym in that hot sweaty gym and hitting the pads and doing this for since you was like 10 years old, since you was 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? What drives you? What drives you to continue to keep doing this, bro? To get up to fight King Tug, to fight the Kavalaskis of the world and Johnny Gonzalez's of the world. What drive? Even if you fight once or twice a year, what what makes you tick other than the money? What makes you tick to keep doing this every day for no fights? Every day for no fights. For fights that don't matter. You're not building no legacy. You're not building a Hall of Fame resume. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. So he said Billy Joe gonna take $7 million to fight Andrade and get his ass beat rather than take 10 to fight Canelo. Like, why would you? I mean, you might as well fight Andrade. That's a winnable fight. You fight Canelo, you losing off rip. Don't matter. You fight Canelo, you losing. So you losing for $10 million and they offer Charlo 15? Come on. Why do you think these boxers trying to be analysts and want to have a clean image for them? Yeah, these dudes trying to transition into commentating and stuff like Keith Thurman. Like, Keith Thurman good at commentating. Just leave. Would nobody cry if Keith Thurman left the game right now to go commentate? I know I wouldn't. He said it's their lifestyle. They love. At some point, you get tired of doing shit you love to do. When it don't amount to nothing, you ever go to work and you don't get paid for it? You know what I'm saying? Try that. That's kind of the same thing. Even though you getting the back, you getting good money, but what is you doing it for? You know what I'm saying? Once I save a certain amount of money up, man, and it's going the way it's going. Perez, what's going on? I retired, bro. I retired and go through this, man. This ain't that, and then don't none of these old fighters don't none of these old fighters hold these dudes accountable. You know what I'm saying? The Larry Holmes and Vander Holyfield, they just go with the flow. It ain't this godfather of a boxing that really let fighters know when they wrong. See, one thing I like about Mexican boxing, they kind of got like a godfather table with Chavez and Morales and Marquez and Nacho Beerstein and some older fighters. You know what I'm saying? They gonna tell you how they really feel about Canelo Alvarez and what he need to do. You know what I'm saying? They don't have it. It ain't no elder statesman in boxing no more. It ain't no elder statesman. You know what I'm saying? Where somebody, like, man, and when Roy Jones was trying to do it, oh, he hating on Errol Spence. He hating. And then people, the local dummy box community try to galvanize and try to cyberbully somebody. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody do it, the internet, they all sensitive. And people talking about, oh, everybody's sensitive today, man. Everybody's sensitive. They, people like the whole local dummy, the whole YTBC, whatever they call it, movement is sensitive as hell. You can't have no opinion without them getting their panties in a bunch. You say something about Errol Spence. Well, Errol Spence crashed his car and he was drunk. Oh, you a hater. Oh, you a hater. You can't talk about Earl like that. You can't talk. You're like, all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Lou DiBella came out and said the truth about Deontay Wilder. Well, I got fired for trying to make the fight of DAZN. I got exiled. Oh, I told you about the clear man. I told you about the white devil. I told you about the white devil. Keep 100 Philly boxing worldwide salute. I told you about the white devil. I'm telling you what it is, bro. Tell you exactly what it is, dude. You can't say nothing. Everybody's sensitive, especially the boxing community, bro. And sometimes you kind of gotta check yourself, man, so you don't get caught up in this, man. He said there are no real boogeymen in boxing. No, it can't be no boogeyman. How can you be the boogeyman? You just on the wrong side of politics. Ain't no boogeyman. You just on the wrong side of politics. That's it. You on the wrong side of politics. People say, oh, Demetrius Andrade the boogeyman. He on the wrong side of politics. Even on his side of the street, Gary Russell. Even on his side of the street. And you notice, imagine if Gary Russell was the one not wanting to fight Lomachenko. How the media would spin that. And Gary Russell, his dad's sick. His dad got diabetes. You know what I'm saying? He can't even stand up in the corner to coach his son. He got to sit down. But dude, would America, would the boxing public still have the same sympathy that they got for Leo Santa Cruz? I don't give a hell if Leo Santa Cruz daddy's sick or not. I don't care if his daddy's sick. I don't care if his daddy, whatever he gonna do. Who cares? You a boxer. You entertain. And your resume is terrible. You need a career-defining fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't pay to hear about your story. When you go to work, you say, well, shit, I'm late today. My daughter was sick. Or I'm late today. My tire fell off on the freeway. My tie rod came off. The job don't care. If you on time, you on time. If you late, you late. You getting a point where they firing you, whatever the situation may be. Same thing in boxing. I don't care about your daddy. I don't care about your shoes. I don't care about your kid. I don't care about your wife. I don't care about your mama. I don't give a fuck about your life story. All I know is I watch the sport to watch you compete at the highest level. That's it. I don't care. I don't care about what you drive. I don't care about what you make. I don't care about if you the A side, the B side. Yo thing. Boxing is the only sport, it seemed like, that's individual, that the winner still can make more than the loser. You don't see that at the French Open. You don't see that at the Masters, or they don't call it the British Open. They call it the Open now these days. You don't see it that way. And whatever individual sport they got going on, if they doing track and field, and they got a reward at the end of it. You don't, come on, everybody don't get silver medals, or everybody don't get gold medals. That's like Michael Phelps going out there and winning the gold medal or whatever. And just because the French guy he racing in the pool is more popular, he get a platinum medal. And Michael Phelps get a gold medal. Come on, man. Boxing is the only thing, boxing is the only sport that the winner don't get rewarded. And maybe that may be a problem in boxing. That might be a legit problem. Maybe that's how you get dudes in the ring, restructuring the pay scale. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, man, if Crawford really and Spence really was about it body, or Spence was really about it body, and you felt you was going to win, nigga, 40-40, and the winner get the extra 20% of the revenue. Come on, that'll show you a lot. So you not just being given 60-40. You not just be given 20 million. You not just be given 50 million. Earn it. Boxing is the only sport like that, where you can just get the most money because of who you is, or the clout you bring. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. No, man, let's start playing for a real reward. Ain't no way somebody should get an upset. Somebody making $1 million and a dude making $250,000. He leave with a championship belt, and the dude that lost still won. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. There need to be boxing need to go to incentive base. You know what I'm saying? It really do. And it's crazy, man. They not gonna put that same public pressure on Leo Santa Cruz. They not. If that was Gary Russell, they didn't want to fight Leo, was using his daddy as an excuse or in a crutch, they'd be crucifying Gary Russell. They crucifying Gary Russell for no reason. They didn't never crucify Josh Warrington. They don't crucify Carl Frampton. They didn't crucify Scott Quigg. They didn't crucify Abner Mares. They didn't crucify none of these dudes, bro. They let them get away with everything. Abner Mares got iced by Johnny Gonzalez. Gary Russell came in, I believe, the very next fight. or down the line and iced him. Iced him. Do people say, oh, let's see Abner Mares and Gary Russell? Abner Mares was spraying scared. And they protecting guys like Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz is not an exciting fighter. He can't crack an egg on Easter Sunday. He can't crack an egg on Easter Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Just a straight lousy fighter, bro. They talking about Rigondeaux, Gary Russell. Leo Santa Cruz is hella boring. He throw all these punches. Don't nobody get rocked. Don't nobody get dropped. Don't nobody get stopped. It's just him throwing 1,000 punches for a entire fight doing nothing. They say, oh, him and Abner Mares had some good fights. Boring ass fights. Them boring fights. Ain't nobody getting hurt. They just throwing a ton of. Nobody want to see that, bro. They don't make boxers like they used to. They damn sure don't make American fighters and Mexican fighters like they used to. I don't know what they did. It's like when they started making cars out of plastic. This was this shit like. When they started making cars out of plastic. That's kind of like the new boxers in North America. You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy, dog. This shit crazy. And you got these lame YouTubers that play off of that, man. I can't stand some of these niggas out here, dog. I can't stand some of these dudes, man. Some of these niggas' channels is just hella whack. Niggas be sending me niggas videos like, why did you send me this? You know what I'm saying? Just pointless videos of penis sucking after penis sucking after penis sucking. You know what I'm saying? No substance, dog. Just dumbed down. It's like today's rap. It's just dumbed down. It's just dumbed down. That's just what it is. Fred, what's going on? Just dumbed down. Everybody got some alternative agenda. I believe like the majority of these YouTubers is getting paid by a lot of dudes, man. A lot of these dudes gotta be been paid, bro. I seen Errol Spence goes to Starbucks. Gervonta Davis walked back in the gym and walked out. It's a monumental day. You like, what? Oh, Jamal Charlo just bought a new lion sheep Ugg boots. You be like, okay, bro. Breaking news. Bob Arum just got a new toupee. You be like, oh my God. I want to smack him. I ain't even gonna lie. I want to smack baby mama boy so hard, bro. I want to just choke the life out of him. And then bring him back to life with a slap. I won't put my hands on him. That's one dude on YouTube I just want to choke the hell out of. I see him in New York. I don't care. The NYPD could be right there. I just want to dog walk his ass in the street. I don't even want to punch him. I just want to put my hands around his neck, bruh. I want to put my hands around his neck and just squeeze. I want to just squeeze and see how hard I can squeeze. I want to see if I can squeeze somebody's tongue out their mouth. I want to see if it's a esophagus, his intestines come out his mouth. I want to just squeeze the hell out of him. Angel Santos, what's up? I want to squeeze the breaking news out of his head. I want to squeeze him so hard his mama can feel it in her uterus. I want to just choke the shit out of him. Real talk. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger did that old man on or was it Sinbad did that old man on on Jingles All the Way. Sean, what's going on? Cause these dudes hella lame, bro. Hella lame, man. I just want to squeeze the life out of him, bro. Shit, Negro too. 7-8 the most. The most detrimental thing that ever happened to YouTube. 7-8 worse than some of these fake black channels, bro. 7-8 created Negro Fight Fan. He created Frederica from Beauty Shop Conversation. Him. He responsible for all this stuff. And then he a snitch. He a snitch too, bro. These dudes snitching. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes ain't nothing but snitching, man. All them dudes is the Swirl Patrol crew, man. The Swirl Patrol crew, man. I can't stand them niggas, man. Hate when somebody send me their video. I don't want to see none of the interviews they got or nothing, bro. Can't stand them, bro. This the worst thing that happened to YouTube, man. These dudes don't know nothing about boxing. Don't know knick-knack, paddywhack, blue fish, red fish, left jab, right hook. They don't know nothing. Nothing at all, bro. For real. Hit the like button, ho. What you doing? Hit the like button. For real. Hit the like button, man. That nigga, man. Terrible. Terrible, man. Terrible. Hit the like button. I'm not going to say another word until you hit the like button. Oh, Michael Clark Duncan. God should have left Michael Clark Duncan and took Negro. That's who he should have took. Should have took Negro. Shit, in 7-8. From Milwaukee. How you let a nigga lead you from Milwaukee, nigga? Milwaukee still segregated. They got white and black water fountains. Real talk. Come on, that's like somebody from the United Kingdom coming to the United States and starting a boxing community. You know what I'm saying? That's you never know. Negro 7-8 might be from Leeds or something. He might be from the UK. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He might be from the UK. He just learned how to talk. Talk like American, bro. He probably from Russia or something. Ain't nobody about to be from no damn Milwaukee. Man, imagine a nigga from Milwaukee coming to your hood and selling crack and running. Cause that ain't gonna happen. Ain't nobody coming from New Milwaukee. What the last dude come out of Milwaukee, bro? Cuckoo Cow? Come on, man. When the last time you said put on some Milwaukee rap? When the last time Milwaukee ever innovated anything in the hip hop culture? Them niggas still probably wearing Let Your Soul Glow. They probably wearing Jerry curls up. That's why nigga 7-8 probably bald. He kept putting that curl activator and that perm in his head. That's why that nigga, him and Negro bald. They both had them coming to America Jerry curls. Just let your soul glow. Come on, man. I'm talking about Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael. Michelangelo. Fanon Michelangelo. 7-8. Leonardo. Negro. Raphael. Frederica. Donatello. And baby mama's boy. That nigga Master Splinter. Master Splinter. He's still wearing Carl Kadai. You ain't lying with your bows on and shit, man. Master Splinter. Nigga, I'm the shredder around this motherfucker, but I ain't losing, though. That's the difference. I ain't losing. Fred. You call him Steven from Django? I can't believe y'all still listen to that Mark. He too little. I've been punting that nigga to the 10-yard. He do all that boxing to get smushed in the face. Now he talking about suing Kenny Porter. Like, get the fuck out of here. Kelly, Laker Nation, what's going on? It's SJ Fish 101. I'm trying to hear that, man. My nigga Gary Russell, man. It's unfortunate, but he talking about moving up to 35 to get back on code. I wouldn't do that. The Wood just asked about him versus Devin Haney. I really ain't sold on Devin Haney. It ain't because Devin Haney ain't good. I gotta see it to believe it, bro. Once Devin Haney beats somebody of substance, and in my opinion, he should beat most lightweights because he's bigger than most lightweights. You know what I'm saying? You know, Devin Haney should have a field day with every lightweight in the division. You know, maybe even Lomachenko. But he still got a little bit of amateurism to his game. But other than that, man, he ain't gonna grow on his own like he wants to. Devin Haney, he copped out for the money. But he ain't gonna grow on his own, though. He ain't gonna have no popularity. It's gonna be hard. Devin Haney they talking about him probably fighting July 7th in the Bay Area versus Adrian Broner. Possibly at 143, but that's how you know. That's how you know he trying to chase stardom. And that, I mean, it is what it is. He trying to chase stardom and fight Adrian Broner. You know, the zone is just, it's probably gonna be best for a lot of individuals if the zone just disband and they go to another network. But Devin Haney, I don't envision him being a problem. I don't envision him being a problem. I'm not a problem. I don't envision him being a star no time soon. I just think they took a bad deal with the zone. And I respect it if the money right. I mean, every time you fight, they putting a meal on your plate or a meal or more on your plate. I'm not mad at him, but in the grand scheme of things, he not gonna have the growth to grow. So even if he did fight Gary Russell, I really wouldn't know who would win that fight. I would favor Devin Haney based on size alone. Gary really gonna have to be more on his toes. Gary got to be more elusive with his footwork. Ali, what's going on? Gary got to show a lot of lateral movement. Gary too small, man. At 5'4", and he rehydrated to 129 last night. So he only put around 3 pounds on since the weigh-in. Gary Russell best way to stay at 26. He might have to have a Marvin Hagler type of career where he sit at 126 and just sit there and just compete there. That's his weight class. Same thing for Rigondeaux. 120, 118, that's his weight class. But going up to 35 is going to be murder is all she wrote. You know what I'm saying? He said Bill Haney be dropping cash on the LDBC lot. Well, this is his opinion. I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? He using them and they using him. I ain't mad. That just let you know anytime somebody got to go to YouTube to get their message off, that just let you know how important the platform is. And they can't grow him. They can't grow him. You can do anything. You can do anything you want to do in boxing. You can pay a YouTuber. You can pay all the YouTubers to push your son, to push your kid. Like the Money Powell dude, he got his ass whooped. I ain't hear nobody make no video about that. Von Alexander beat his ass. You can do all this to get niggas to talk about your son. You can pay money. You can put it on billboards. Y'all can go on, whatever radio show y'all want to go on. But ain't no substitute, ain't no supplement for how to build a real star. And the real star is to be accessible. To fight on free TV. That's how you build a star. You know what I'm saying? That's how you build a boxing star, is to fight on free TV. And that's it. You fight on the zone, man, that's worse than fighting on pay-per-view. Don't nobody gonna watch the zone. You fighting on Showtime doing 288,000. How you gonna grow your platform? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna fight at least on ESPN, FS1, Fox, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have no platform to grow off of. It's over with. You might as well just, they doing all this money, all this time and energy into trying to find a way to market a fighter and to promote a fighter the proper way. Ain't no substitute for the back to basics. The basics are you need to fight on an accessible platform. And if you ain't fighting on a platform where the 330 million people in America that got access to see you fight, then it's over with. It's over with. Devin Haney just signed a bad deal. In hindsight, if it's about being a star. If it's about being a star, it's a bad deal. If it's about just stuffing your pockets with the money, it's a good deal. That's it. But like I said before, man, I mean, Gary Russell, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, man. Going to 35, I just think he's too small. Too small. I don't think he got enough. Maybe he changed his game. He bring his stance in. He get the bounce on his toes. He get to move left to right, show more head movement. But him going to 35 it's like Rigondeaux going to 30. Like I said before, I called this a couple years ago. Gary Russell gonna be the new Rigondeaux in the sport of boxing, and it's unfortunate because he's a really good fighter, and it's unfortunate that the fighters that truly, and it doesn't mean you're the best fighter out there, but it's very unfortunate that the fighters that truly actually really want the best and want to fight the best, they got to jump 2 or 3 weight classes, or they got to jump up to make the best fights happen. So that's just where you at in boxing at. He go to 35, if T.O. and Loma and Devin move, then maybe he can make something happen, but he entirely too small to go up there to make a difference, man. Too small, man. Too small. Too small, man. Too small. So, Al Haymon and Sam Watson don't want him to jump up that high. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Why do he got to jump up that high? Think that out for a minute. Why do he got to jump up that high? Because they won't give him Leo Santa Cruz. So threaten to jump up 2 weight classes against their will and see what they do. Knowing Al Haymon, he probably be like, "Oh, go do it anyway. I don't care." Al don't treat fighters the right way. Life, what's going on? Al don't treat dudes the right way. Al Haymon don't treat his fighters the right way. If you want to fight the best, Al Haymon gonna politic that out of you. He gonna beat the competitive nature out of you. That's what he did to Keith Thurman. Instead of feeding Keith Thurman to Paulie Malignaggi and feeding, or feeding Paulie to Keith and feeding, and some of the other fighters he had the time to Keith, he didn't want to consolidate the welterweight division. So Keith Thurman say, shit, why should I allow Al to feed me to Errol when he wouldn't feed me to nobody? I had to give Floyd Mayweather's leftovers. I had to fight, all these dudes. So, people get mad at Keith Thurman. Come on, don't get mad at the player, get mad at the game. Same thing with Errol Spence. Politics. He ain't hungry no more. He want to be the perception to be a dog. He's a whole coward out here. It don't make no difference. Everybody believe Wilder this dog too. Same thing with Wilder. Politics. You know what I'm saying? That's why Shelly Finkel was talking for him sometimes. He don't know what the fuck going on. This is deeper than Wilder. If Wilder wanted to fight Anthony Joshua and Al Haymon and Shelly Finkel stepped out the way, he got in the room with Eddie Hearn and they talked about a deal that can happen, I guarantee a fight happen. But it's personal for Al Haymon. This is personal. It's personal. It ain't Wilder just don't want the fight. It's personal. And they gonna mess away. They gonna mess around. And they gonna beat the politics out that boy. Watch what I tell you. He gonna mess around. He gonna be 36, 37 years old, still looking to fight Anthony Joshua. I ain't gotta keep speeding while Spence a coward. If you don't know by now, bro, you watch the channel long enough. If you haven't, I ain't gonna explain it. If you hang around long enough, you'll catch the drift. People want to act like he ain't no coward. That nigga's one of the biggest cowards in boxing. One of the biggest liars in boxing. Again, he don't want to fight nobody. Told y'all that. Spence is a joke. He do all this preaching and crying about how Sean didn't want to fight him, how Keith didn't want to fight him, how Danny didn't want to fight him. And then when it come down to fighting Terence Crawford, oh man, I want $20, $30 million. Oh, he on the wrong side of the street. He started that shit. The wrong side of the street. People, wasn't nobody saying those street sides of the street. Until Errol Spence said that shit. Come on, man. If Errol Spence died tomorrow, I wouldn't give a fuck. Them belts would be vacant and then hopefully Crawford can get one. I ain't missing no. I don't feel bad for these dudes, bro. I don't feel bad. If he got in that car accident and he wasn't able to fight again, man, I'd probably be happy as hell. And I ain't gonna miss no word. Oh, you cold. So what? Like my dude Willie D said, why God take Kobe and not Charles Barkley? I don't care. I don't care about none of your sensitivity. I'm speaking real. I'm speaking real shit. I'm tired of these sissies in boxing, bro. I'm tired of these dudes playing politics and fooling us and talking about I want the best fighting the best. I don't want to see it no more. Get out the way, bro. If you don't want to compete, get out. I don't care about what your family eating. I don't care if y'all eating chicken noodle soup, y'all eating caviar. If you don't want to fight the best no more, get the fuck out the sport. Care about that shit no more. I don't care about him and Derrick James stuttering ass. Care about that. Cancer to the boxing community. Get the hell up out of here. Sick of these dudes, man. Sitting here playing the roles. Oh man, Sean won't fight me. Keith won't fight me. I just don't understand what I got to do. I got the IBF strap. And all of a sudden you turn into a motherfucker like this, man. I ain't got no respect for that dude, man. And that's what Dallas niggas was about, man. I ain't got no respect for them niggas neither, bro. And I know them ain't what them niggas about. care about what that nigga said. Everything looking real nice. The XFL looking real nice. I watched both games today and yesterday. Or whatever game they had. I had one on today. I don't think I caught the other one. I ain't trying to see all that crap, man. These dudes, there's too much politics in this, man. Too much smoke and mirrors. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence just a hoe. Y'all just don't understand how much of a hoe this nigga is, man. I'm sorry, bro. He's just a hoe, man. Like if hoe was a picture in a dictionary, his face would be on it. A hoe, man. A hoe. The garden tool too. A hoe. A hoe, man. Him and Jamal Charlo. How you turn down $15 million to fight Canelo Alvarez? How you turn down $10 million to fight Demetrius Andrade, to fight Chris Eubanks Jr. in April? Somebody explain that to me. It just makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense, dog. None. It makes no sense, bro. XFL more exciting than boxing, mostly. But it is what it is. He got some good fights. He ain't got no good fights. He got pedestrian fights like everybody else, bro. Motherfucker ain't beat nobody, bro. Look what Sugar Ray Leonard did by the time he was Errol Spence age and came back to me. Al Haymon must be a magician, with words to be talking dudes out multi-million-dollar deals. Multi-million, you talking about 8-figure deals. Shit, NHL ain't got no place but to go with up. They that's probably the most organic team sport out there in America. They be talking about, I'm my own boss. Come on, man. I lost respect for Ronnie Shields too, dog. I used to love Ronnie Shields. You got old school boxers talking like politics and stuff. And then when the fighter fire their ass, then they want to air their dirty laundry out. They want to get all in their feelings and stuff. Come on, Al Haymon made Andy Ruiz fire Manny Robles. Come on, man. Andy Ruiz was homeless. He was homeless and Manny Robles took him in. Let that sink in for a minute. That's what a lot of people don't know. That nigga was homeless. His whole family stayed in Manny Robles' house. Tell me where the loyalty is. And you gonna let some black man fire a coach and you know it was your fault? Let that sink in for a minute, bro. This nigga was homeless. Not home alone, like Macaulay Culkin. Homeless. And Al Haymon make you fire him. This a dude that you ain't had no money to your name. Your whole family staying in this house. And motherfuckers talking about loyalty. Come on, man. Like I said, I'm going to forever shit on Spence Dang. Forever. He said, man, I'm tired of these clowns talking about Gary Russell. He biting down on anyone, win, lose, or draw. He don't care. But these clowns, so-called boxing YouTube critics, want to talk ish and drag him. Exactly, Art of War Paint, man. This is a dude that want to fight the best. I'm telling you, man, any dude that want to fight the best, any dude that truly want to run down, Javier, what's going on? Any dude that truly want to run down on these dudes and fight these dudes is considered lame. Considered lame. You know what I'm saying? It's considered lame, bro. You notice these dudes get so angry. Notice the tone, bro. Notice the tone for Terence Crawford. When Crawford come out here and he was telling the truth about Spence on Twitter. Notice the tone they got for Crawford. Now go back and look at their videos about Canelo when he got caught cheating for the Peds. Look at their tone when Leo Santa Cruz say some questionable stuff and don't want to fight Gary Russell. Notice the tone, though. Notice the tone. Notice the tone. Notice the tone about it. Notice the tone when Errol Spence crashed the car being drunk while being chased because he's about to lose his life for being in a street gang. Allegedly. Notice the tone. Stay up, Kane. Stay okay. He said, now listen to this. Colin Sampson said, why you airing out Errol, but they won't air out Wilder for ducking? Didn't I just air out Wilder, though? This somebody just walk in your house and ask a stupid question. Come on. Didn't I just air out Wilder? Well, you need to listen to the stream from the beginning then, bro. You need to listen to the stream before the beginning. You came in all late. You got a bunch of local dummy box community dudes that's the Swirl Patrol. That's married to the other. Oh, my wife is Creole. I ain't trying to hear that. My wife is 10% Japanese. You know what I'm saying? They don't never had a malice in their voice for the other fighters. Not like they got the malice in the voice for Terence Crawford. Let me tell you something about Fred too, right? Let me tell you this about Fred. Fred was scared to go to Reno, Nevada for the Shakur Stevenson fight because he was scared because he knew Terence Crawford. He thought Terence Crawford was gonna be there. He talked all this junk about Terence Crawford, bro, but he was scared to go to Reno because Terence Crawford might be there. He was gonna get beat up. Come on, how you talk all this junk and you report the sport, you run up on Andre Ward. But you know the difference between running up on Andre Ward and running up on Tevin Farmer and running up on, I don't know, whatever fighters you run up on? The difference is Terence Crawford and knock your ass out. Terence Crawford, them niggas from Omaha would jump Fred. For Fred to get beat up. Fred know that. Fred don't keep no gun on him. Fred ain't about that life. Kenny Porter if Kenny Porter can go up there and smash, man, Omaha niggas would have beat the hell out of Fred. He did right not going there. He said, Art of War, Payne said, you notice how Tank has much ish to say on Twitter, but when anyone else fight but Gary, tell him to grow some nuts, his Wi-Fi go out. Yeah, he doing all Deshaun. He doing all this junk talking about on Twitter. I seen it as soon as he posted yesterday. He do all this talking about everybody else, but don't want to fight nobody, bro. All he do want to put his hands on this woman. You know what I'm saying? He talking about I want to spar Floyd. He rather spar Floyd. But instead of fighting Gary Russell. Remember the same thing with Crawford. Oh, Canelo. I don't see how Crawford is better than Canelo. Come on, man. Tank ain't no brother neither, bro. He ain't no brother neither, dog. He one of them Oreos, bro. He just the golden Oreo. He a golden Oreo. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that black power stuff these dudes talking, man. You married to the other. You can't do that. Can't do that, bro. Nobody trying to hear that. These dudes is marks, man. Dudes are straight marks. They say Usyk got injured again. So I don't even think he's going to be in the boxing game too much longer. Probably getting knocked out in camp. That's probably what's happening. So ain't trying to hear this junk, bro. These dudes is terrible, bro. You know what I'm saying? And not only are they only fighting once or twice a year, man, they ain't even fight nobody, bro. They ain't fight nobody. And then they putting a $75 price tag or a $20 price tag on the zone to see, well, you think I'm going to pay $20 to see Ryan Garcia fight on Valentine's Day? Let me just, word to the wise, right? If you got time on Valentine's Day to be watching Ryan Garcia as a grown man on a Friday night, if you got time to be watching Ryan Garcia fight and you ain't got nothing else to do with your life, kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? You need to go spend the 40 ball. You need to go find a new back page. You need to get on POF. You need to go. You should not, as a grown man on Valentine's Day, you should not be sitting at home watching Ryan Garcia on his own. That's suspect, bro. You need to be getting some cutty. I don't even know where he fighting at. You know what I'm saying? You need to be getting some cutty. Ain't no grown man sitting at the crib waiting on the Ryan Garcia fight all night. You out your mind. You supposed to be at the movies. You supposed to be eating a steak. Your girl supposed to be massaging you, getting the bubble baths and roses going. You supposed to be at the hotel room or at the Motel 8 spinning the 40 ball. Real talk. You waiting on Ryan Garcia fighting on Friday. Yeah, I got my thoughts about you, bro. What if these fighters they own? He said, what if these fighters they own bosses? How did Al give Ruiz the fire's trainer? I thought Al was advisor. Yeah, I advise you what to do. What you gonna do for the 40 ball? You ain't lying. General Child 78. Usyk not Evander. Of course, hey, come on, we know he ain't Evander. He ain't motherfucking James Toney. Ryan Garcia, the next star. Yeah, you gonna be washing with your lotion, huh? You gonna be washing with your lotion. Shit, you better get the 40 ball going. Shit, anybody doing all this? Everybody looking forward to him. And then Caleb Plant, he fight Saturday. I'm thinking about going down to Nashville, not just to watch him fight, but to handle some other business. Mike got time for this, man. These dudes is terrible. I'm gonna keep pissing on these dudes' name. To this day, I'm gonna keep pushing on it. Don't let Errol Spence lose, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna come on here. I don't even smoke. I'm gonna come on here with a big old Cuban cigar. I don't even drink no more. I may not take another drink till May. That should be around. Around the time. I'm gonna give me a nice cup of something real, real good, bro. And I'm just gonna sit in here. I'm gonna laugh. Black fight fan will go into hiding. Yeah, Negro going to hiding, bro. He gonna be hiding his South Dallas house. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, man. Come on, big cornball ass dude, man. Nigga like he work at the quick oil change or that. He look like a big dumb nigga that fuck up your oil change. Put your oil plug in wrong. You know what I'm saying? He look like he'll put your oil plug in wrong. Won't put your filter on the wrong way. You good, man? Go ahead, man. Had oil dripping all down the street, man. You good, man? I put that special oil in there. Hey, Negro, that's antifreeze. Oh, damn, man. I got. Don't start the car, man. I got to drain the antifreeze out the engine, man. Damn, man. Flush that out, man. Then I ain't do that. Oh, Winklevoss head ass nigga, man. I might roll up on that nigga with a pool stick and say, quarter pocket head ass nigga. Pop. Fanon got a rape face, dude. Tell that nigga grow a beard or something. Nigga looking like a expired Twinkie. Nigga like an expired honey bun. You see the nigga head like an expired honey bun with mold growing all over his face. That nigga like an expired honey bun. That nigga like lamb chop play along if they shave that nigga all the way down, all his fur off. And nigga for nine face look like a pug dog if they shaved all his fur off his face. This nigga like nigga like an ancient chihuahua. Come on, man. That nigga grow some hair, man. Big old mastermind ass. What's that cartoon mastermind jughead ass nigga, man? Fuck up out of here, man. We think Rigo caught out of New York. That's a good fight. It depends. That's a good fight. I'll pay to see that. You know, come on, man. With Fred, I Jesus told you so. Head ass nigga, man. Yeah, Fanon look like he take the cookies. Fanon look like what you gonna do for the 40. He look like that old ass nigga, man. Wanna be Better Call Saul ass nigga, man. Come on, man. Milk dud, nigga. That motherfucker Negro got a raisinette ass head, man. Fuck the LDBC, man. Fuck all them niggas, man. Cali Enigma, old fake fat ass. That nigga so fake, bruh. Tofu realer than him. I eat a tofu steak before I talk to that nigga again. Lame. All them niggas, man. Lame. It's only a handful of real ones over there. Handful. And they don't even know they getting played. Come on, one of them was out there one of them girls over there was about to be a prostitute. Probably is selling the coochie. You go to the fight, you might can buy it for her. She was going for the 40 ball. The 40 ball, bro. I heard she was going for the 40 ball. It was another YouTuber who didn't have a 40 ball to hit, bro. I ain't even gonna say his name. It was another YouTuber who didn't even have a 40 ball to hit. How you a grown man and ain't got $40? Come on, bro. How you a grown man and you ain't got $40? Let that sink in for a minute. You would have got the coochie for the 40 ball, but you didn't have $40. How you call yourself a man and don't have $40? Come on, man. Come on, man. He act like he a virgin. Shit. He act like he need to bust. He need to go spend $40. He probably wouldn't even know where to put it at. That's my belly button, stupid. Was she telling him on ATL? That's my belly button. He don't know where to put it at, bro. He don't know where to put it at. That's my belly button, stupid. That's my belly button. He'd get mad and start yelling at her. You stupid. Who told you to put your belly button with your coochie supposed to be? He's stupid. Come on, man. Crazy, man. Come on, man. 7 ain't got to get him on the phone and tell him where to put it at, man. Come on, man. You already know where to put it at, man. Come on. How you not have $40, bro? How you not had a 40 ball? Come on, man. Any nigga ain't got $40. He got Jordans on they fake. Come on, man. You just told for 9 to super chat him $40, bro. He got you. Tell him to cash out PayPal you. He said one of them local dummy hoes be screaming that black power shit, but engaged to a Mexican. Ain't that crazy, bro? Ain't that crazy? Come on, man. Ain't that crazy? Come on, man. Y'all got some questions, man. Let me ask some questions before I get out of here, man. Any boxing related questions? I'll take a local dummy question too. Maybe a couple of those. The motion is, he didn't even know how to use the lotion, bro. He be getting mad at the lotion. Why isn't it pumping out? I turned it to the right. Why isn't it pumping out? That dude should be called the Black Vegeta, the way he be yelling. He just be frustrated for no reason. He said, Mr. Boxing today ain't with them niggas like that, bro. I mess with Mr. Boxing today. He cool. I ain't never met nobody from Minnesota that ain't cool. Why don't Gary Russell leave PBC? I know why he won't leave PBC, but I ain't. The way I could put it, Al Haymon got a lot of power, so if he leave, Al Haymon can stop his career. I'll put it to you that way. So that's what it is. You know, Al Haymon got a lot of power, so he won't make no money without Al. So he can't leave Al. KQC versus Blood. Blood, dude. Is Wilder the best heavyweight of all time and the most skilled? He got jokes, no. I got a question. When Tank gonna fight somebody? You ain't see him at the basketball game? Put him up, Drinker, put him up. I don't know. Never. What's up with you calling Tank a punk? He a punk? What you mean? Did I miss any words? P to the U to the N to the K. You think he ain't a punk, Christopher Walker? Explain why Tank ain't a punk. He gonna come in here like, oh, what you call Tank a punk? Like I'm about to be like, oh, I didn't say it. Come on, man. Come on, Christopher Walker. You got the stage, my brother. What made Tank so great? Okay, why he ain't a punk then? I'm letting you have the flow. Why he ain't a punk? Explain to me why he ain't a punk. Y'all hold on, let Christopher Walker have the stage. Let Christopher Walker have the stage. We're going to be real respectful. He must be from Baltimore. Because I know what it takes to step in the ring. Okay, yeah? What that mean? So what you call somebody that don't want to fight Gary Russell? What you call him? What you call somebody that talk all this shit in the street but won't come out and fight you? What you call him? What you call him? Christopher Walker, what you call him? You from Inkster. You from Inkster. Where you at? Where you at on Inkster, bro? I'll pull up on you. Where you at? And we can see what you want to do in the ring, then. We can see what you want to do. Pull up on me on Carlisle. Pull up. I'm dead ass serious. Nigga, you know Inkster, nigga. I am Inkster, nigga. You can pull up wherever you want to do it at. We can do it on Powers. We can go the Ave, Michigan Ave, Inkster Road, Middle Belt, the Sitco. Where you want to go at, bro? Cherry Hill Plaza. Like, come on, man. Like, nigga, you want to go to the basketball court on Inkster Road? Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, you laughing, nigga. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, bro. I hooped in the Gardens, dog. No, I mean I hooped in Saigon, bro. I hooped in the projects, bro. And that ain't even my hood. I hooped in the projects. I've been to the Gardens. This is crazy though. Meet me at Dynamic Boxing. I ain't trying to beat you at no Dynamic Boxing, nigga. We meet in the streets. You up there with Rico and them. With Jarico or Quinn training at Dynamic Boxing. Come on, bro. You trying to play me like I'm stupid, bro. You trying to play me like I'm stupid, though. Come on, man. Come on, man. I know we're Dynamic Boxing. Y'all keep getting y'all ass whooped by Tony Harrison gym every year. Every year you keep getting whooped by Tony Harrison gym. Every fucking year. Like, y'all try to treat me like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I know the brick man in Easter, nigga. Like, real talk. That shit crazy. Come on, man. That's crazy, nigga. I'm always out there, bro. I know the weed man, the brick man. Come on, man. You know how many fights I had out there, bro? So what, I mean, all I'm saying is, what you call him then? What you call a dude? What you call a dude that won't fight that talk shit about everybody, but when it's time to put the gloves on a serious note, when it's time to put the gloves on, he don't fight him. What do you call him then? Give me a proper term. I'm dead ass serious. What do you call the dude? What do you call the dude that talk all this shit and then don't fight him? Because last time I checked, when Tony Harrison did that shit, and they were saying, oh, Tony Harrison talked all that junk about Jamel Charlo and he faked the injury, and he still came back and fought him. What they was calling Tony Harrison? A punk, a B, a hoe, everything under the sun. A coward. Remember? And it's the same coward that stepped in the ring and beat Charlo the first time. So it's convenient to use certain words. Punk, coward, hoe, sissy. It's only convenient to use it when it's somebody that y'all like. He have no control over. Then why are you talking though? You got control over your mouth. You got control over your mouth. You got control over tweeting. Then why talk? If you know you can't fight somebody, why talk then? Why talk? That's it. I'm not mad over the politics, Christopher Walker. I'm not mad over the politics. That's not what I'm mad about. Even over Errol Spence, I'm not mad over the politics. If Errol Spence or Gervonta came out from the beginning and say, shit, Lomachenko on the wrong side of the street, Crawford on the wrong side of the street, I can't control that. I only can fight who they put in front of me, and, that is what it is. But not, oh, man, all bark don't bite. Oh, Gary ain't this. Gary weak. Oh, Terence Crawford too light in the ass. He ain't got no jaw. He too small. I'ma stop you. You do all that talking, what am I supposed to expect as a consumer? You building it up, but it ain't gonna never have a breaking point though. I'm never gonna see the fight. So you selling me dreams. Come on, then you selling me dreams. That's what I'm saying. Don't talk. I'm not mad about the politics. The politics is the politics. But don't sit here and build it up and talk. And you know what I'm saying? Throw rocks and you live in a glass house. I'm not mad that he not going to fight him. Christopher Walker, I'm not upset. I can accept that. I can accept that it's politics. I can accept that. But don't sit here and talk shit, and the fight not going to happen. I don't give a fuck what you experience. It's my opinion, bro. How can my opinion make you mad? How can my opinion make you mad? Christopher Walker, if you at the crib, bro, and you talking shit on the nigga on the internet, and I run into you in the street, and I say, what's good now? And you say, oh, no, man, you get in your car and pull off. What are you considered? What are you considered then, bro? It don't matter if you in the street. I'm not mad either, but it don't matter if you in the street or you in the boxing ring. What are you considered? People get kill me with that shit. What are you considered? I'm just trying to find a proper term. If you talk shit and I press you in the street, or vice versa, I talk shit and you press me in the street, and I get in my car and say, oh no, man, I was just playing, or I don't plan on fighting. What you call it? What's the term for that then? Like I said, it's not about the politics for me. I get it. I get the politics. But don't sit here and talk shit about another man knowing you don't want to fight him. Tell me the proper term. Maybe 20, 30 years ago, I never would have used the term. Come on, man. Like I said before, you don't want to answer the tough questions. So if they run into you, then what? If they run into me, they run into what they gonna do. I'm not worried about it, bro, at all. I'm not worried about them running into me, bro. Niggas be killing me about that shit. I'm the last nigga that's gonna be worried. I'm not gonna be like some of these niggas like Ness or whoever and subject to them niggas. You a man just like I'm a man. Come on. The appropriate perspective. What is the appropriate perspective? That's very, very subjective. That's very, very subjective, bro. What is the appropriate word? No, Christopher Walker. What is the appropriate word for what his tank is then? Tell me that. Tell me what the appropriate word for what Gervonta Tank Davis is, bro. Just tell me, dog. Tell me. Tell me what the appropriate word is for it then. And don't say politics. What's the appropriate word? What's the appropriate word? No, I'm giving him the floor. It's cool. What's the appropriate word then? What's the appropriate word? What do you call somebody that do that? Okay, you got a championship belt and what? Michael Spence had a championship belt and he cried before he went to the ring and fought Mike Tyson, right? Riddick Bowe dropped his belt in the trash can to avoid Lennox Lewis at all costs. What you call that? What you call it? What they call Canelo when he dropped his belt not to fight Jamal Charlo? What do some people call him? What do you call him then? What do you call him, Christopher Walker? What do you call him? Come on, man. Like I said before. Come on, what do you call him? It don't take that long to text on your phone or text on your tablet or text on your computer. Okay, then you lost then. Because you can't give me an answer. I gave you an opportunity to give me an answer. Come on, I gave you an opportunity to give me an answer. But he couldn't give me an answer. So I stumped him. I'm just asking for a question. When he couldn't say politics, then what? Like I said before, dude, these dudes just want a little attention. Nigga talking about meet me at the gym. I'm gonna meet you with this 40. Fuck crazy as motherfucker, dog. Niggas be talking real reckless, nigga, till they see you in person. Nigga, they act like I'm some type of 5'5", 160 pound nigga, man. I'm two of Errol Spence. You ain't gotta block him. I'm two of Errol Spence. But probably more two of Errol Spence, nigga. Niggas be crazy. Cause you put some gloves on, nigga. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, you talking real reckless, nigga. Real reckless. Man, you see you don't have that picture on your profile, do you, bro? I see you ain't got that picture on your picture on your profile. You know better. You know better. Shit. Had you swooped up before you could say your name, nigga. You swooped up before you say your name. They gonna be like, what happened to Christopher Walker? It ain't even your real name. You probably one of these boxers out here that's in your feelings. But all I hear is YouTube don't matter. Be crazy than a motherfucker, dude. Talking reckless in the hood where you can come up missing that, nigga. Like, legitimately, you can come up missing. like you can come up missing. Niggas crazy as hell. Yeah, lad, we'll see. Yeah, we ain't gonna see because you ain't got your picture up there. What that nigga Blueface say, nigga talking reckless. He gonna end up necklace. Yeah, always be somebody with no profile, talking about Dynamics Gym. Nigga, I know people in that gym too. Shit, I say who Christopher Walker is. They like, who? Who? some little straw weight hitting the bag. That's crazy. That's 78. It probably is. Come on, couldn't even come up with a motherfucking word. He could have came up with any. He could have made some shit up. I call it in the Maguda Akandaka. I'm like, all right, cool. I asked the nigga a question. Asked him a question. He couldn't answer. I didn't disrespect this man. Did I disrespect you? Still here? I should block you. Y'all got any more questions, man? Messing with Christopher Robinson. Oh, motherfucker, Winnie the Pooh Bear ass nigga. Yeah, they gonna be like, Christopher who? They gonna like Mike Jones. Mike who? Mike who? That nigga number 281-330-8004. Hit Mike Jones up on the low because Mike Jones about to blow. Man, ain't no point of blocking him, man. Yeah, I should. I ain't gonna block him. Let Christopher live. He want to get his shine on, man. He probably is General Child Chicken, man. They ain't got nothing better else to do. Wife one of them sniff it. Got any more questions, man? We gave Christopher the flow. He's special. He's special. Seems like you're ready. Man, I'm gonna start charging y'all niggas to unblock y'all, man. Real talk. I was joking before. Hold on, man. Hold on. Y'all keep asking questions. But yeah. That guy has the ego of a superstar. Especially you ain't a fan of 78. Christopher Walker at Ponderosa. I ain't been in Ponderosa in a minute. They still make them? Tom Brady to the Cowboys. Man, Cowboys so racist, bro. They would have paid, if that was a white quarterback, they would have paid him. I don't know how black people be fans of Cowboys. The only reason Jerry don't want to pay Dak because he a brother. Let's run on Call of Duty. I'm running PS4 and Xbox One. I'm on Xbox One, bro. Email me. My email in the description. Email me. I might hop on tonight. I probably gotta do like 1,000 updates and I ain't been on in like 2 weeks, maybe a week. Why do fans claim in-house fights are hard to make when anyone defends Gary Russell over Tank? Exactly. Like Crawford need to sign the top rank. Sign the PBC, but they can't even make Tank and Gary Russell or Gary Russell and Leo Santa Cruz. When is Dana White PBC set and start? I don't know. I heard the sale supposed to be final in this summer, but it could be pushed back. Ray Zone 718, so it could be pushed back. I'm not sure. This was last year. They said the sale was supposed to be final in the summer, but I think Al Haymon still may control it. Maybe Dana White. I'm not sure on the. I'm not sure on some of the finer points, but it is what it is. But I heard the investors was mad at Al Haymon because he wasted a lot of money. So I guess by them selling it, he can pay the investors back their money and move on. But that's what happened with UFC. Dana White owned it, and then he sold it to WME, but he still run it. So they still got to pay him to run it, and he also got cashed out for it. So maybe that happened with PBC where they buy it and Al Haymon still get paid to run it. So I'm not sure. All people saying Gary Russell is ducking fights because he wanted to jump to 35 because they don't like Gary Russell. But they won't call Tank a duck. They won't call Errol a duck. They won't call the spade about Deontay Wilder. So you know it is what it is, man. They don't like Gary Russell, whatever reason it is. And like I said before, with a lot of these dudes in boxing, man, be they black, white, orange, Simpson, yellow, or green, it's not about race. You know what I'm saying? It's not about race. It's not about race at all. It's about, who popular, who not popular. How would you rate the whole NFL season? It was okay. It was better than last season, especially the Super Bowl. It was probably a 6 or 7. Last year was like a 4. What happened to Haney and Fortuna? Nobody want to see Broner. Well, Fortuna fighting Luke Campbell now. Haney supposed to return in July 7th, I think, is Eddie Hearn was saying on IFL TV. So I think I think Devin Haney ain't fighting at 35 no more. Because if he do, then he got to fight Campbell or Fortuna to get the title back. And I think he belong at 40 anyway. He said, "Rich poor" on my gamer tag. Yeah, just email me, bro. It's in the description. My email or hit me up on Twitter. All that's in the description. Hit the drop down box and I'll add you. The XFL was tight. Yeah, Cardell Jones was up in there. Aaron Murray was up in there. It was straight. Ray Martinez and Rigo at 15. I ain't never seen Ray Martinez. I know he was on the Chavez undercard. I never seen him. I hear a lot of good things about him. True, but Dana White wasn't burning money through though. The investors forcing Al to sell. They won't be about washing money on Denny Garcia, Ivan Redcast shit. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. I'm not 100% sure. There's just a lot of rumors going around about investors wanting their money. Denny Garcia made more money last night than John Jones did last night in a legit title fight. Yeah, Al Haymon spiked the money up so high, and then the DAZN spiked the money up even more higher. So, yeah, Al Haymon rose the money up. So now they got to find a reason to bring it back down. You know what I'm saying? They could easily bring it back down. But it is what it is. Boxing is just gentrified, bro. People don't want to accept it. It's gentrified. This shit terrible. Bro, UFC paying fighters less than $1 million but sell more pay-per-views than PBC, and they keeping all the pros. That's how boxing used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, to really be on the main event on HBO had to be a legit fight. It had to be a legit fight. Like, what they getting for a legit fight on HBO, like, what they get now for tune-ups, that's what legitimate champions was getting on HBO. It's crazy. I got Gary Russell beating a few dudes at 35 and 30. I have my reservations about him at 35. That's just, at 5'4", it's tough. We'll see. But yeah, UFC, hey, Cowboy Cerrone didn't get no pack-in money. He straight only got $200,000 for fighting Conor McGregor. He would have got another $200,000 if he beat him. Conor McGregor made $3 million. And $3 million, that's what Errol Spence got to fight Sean Porter, 2.5. Terence Crawford got 5.5. Guaranteed to fight Amir Khan on pay-per-view, and Amir Khan got 5. And Conor McGregor supposed to be probably one of the highest paid UFC fighters. He got $3 million with pay-per-view back in. The DAZN and PBC inflated the market. Yep, first it was the PBC, then it was the DAZN. But don't nobody want. They want to just keep burning money. When like the early 2000s, before Al Haymon really got deep into boxing, that was good boxing. You got guys like Mikey making $7 million coming off a loss. And ain't even that popular. That's crazy. They pay him $7 million for no reason to fight Jesse Vargas. He said McGregor sold $2 million though. Ooh, shit, man, that's some good money. I didn't know he sold that much. That's why the fight was made, I guess. That's what boxing need, a white popular guy like McGregor. McGregor can take as many L's as he wants to. People still gonna like him. He can punch as many old people in the head. So, man, all these allegations about Conor McGregor. If Conor McGregor died tomorrow, would you expect Gayle King to ask, maybe Dana White about his sex allegations that never was solved? No. They only do that to black people. The DAZN pulls, but HBO comes back. Man, I heard there was some talks about HBO coming back, but I doubt it. They really ain't came out with no show, though, yet. All the money they were supposed to take from their boxing budget, they were supposed to, bring some shows back. But ain't nobody watching HBO. They put most of their money in HBO Max. That boy Gary Russell coming for Tank. Tank a coward. Tank ain't gonna fight him. Tank not gonna fight him, regardless. I thought Tank can win the fight. McGregor B might break the pay-per-view record. It may. That was my favorite combat event last decade. That shit was lit. That shit was lit. Yeah, got any more questions before I log off? But yeah, that shit was lit. I was mad I ain't pay for that shit, to be honest. Yeah, especially when he beat up McGregor, then hopped out the cage. Khabib a real one. Khabib a real one. Does Teofimo Lopez have pay-per-view potential? Yeah. Yep, you do. If you can knock out Loma, it'd be nice if they could put him and Loma on ABC or ESPN. But how you build a pay-per-view star by prematurely putting him on pay-per-view? That's something you gotta ask them. UFC is still in its infancy and still raw and hungry fighters. Yeah, it is. It's very, very young. You know, very, very young. UFC is what boxing was in the 80s, basically. But boxing had more star appeal, though. It's hard to match Hagler and Hearns and Leonard and Benitez and some of the other stars you had. Mike Tyson and, you had a lot of stars in boxing in the 80s. A lot of stars. What's next for Tevin Farmer? He said he's doing a rematch for Jojo Diaz. He came back to Twitter, too. He said he's going to switch some things up, do some things different. He coming back for his belt versus Jojo Diaz. So it is what it is. I think he'll lose again, but I've been wrong before, Howard. So I've been wrong before. And boxing, they used to fight everywhere, too, especially Atlantic City, man. What PBC tried to do was try to make the Barclays Center the new Atlantic City. You know what I'm saying? But it was nothing like watching the fight at the Boardwalk and Madison Square Garden. The Barclays nice. I've been there. I like the energy there for the crowds. Who you got, Gary Russell or Devin in a fantasy fight? I don't know. Devin big, bro. Devin should be at 40. Probably Devin. I ain't sure. McGregor, Khabib, Jones, Emmanuel Nunes, all solid names. True. Harrison, arguably the best boxer at 54. He just had problems finishing fights. Kenneth Scooby. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he showed he can bang. He showed he can box from distance. Everybody at 54 got flaws, though. What's his name? The last airbender, whatever, Slayerbender. I can't pronounce that nigga name. But he ain't got shit for Jones unless Jones get off. I didn't see the John Jones fight last night. Everybody said he lost. I forgot it was on. To be honest. Was the card any good last night on the UFC? I might go back and watch it. Tevin Farmer ain't beat JoJo, but I have to give Tevin more respect than Tank. At least he took Tevin. He took the challenge. I thought Tevin was for sure gonna finesse his way out. I knew he was gonna get his ass beat by JoJo Diaz, but just like that Christopher Walker mark, I was a hater. Everybody was saying that you hating on Tevin. All these Philly dudes came in here. You hating on Tevin. And where they at now? That's what I be telling you. That's what I'm telling you. YouTube, a tough place. Shot 702 BM. It's a tough place because when you write, all these dudes want to get low and disappear. You know, with the baggy sweatpants, with the Reebok, with the strap, and get low. They want to get low. When you wrong, they come out the woodworks. You said this, and you said that, and you said this, and you said that. But when you write, it ain't been a Philadelphia Eagle float or soar through here in a long time. Since Tevin got taxed, ain't nobody said nothing. Anybody came back like you was right. All the bets I made, ain't no money come in through the Cash App and PayPal. Who you got, Shakur or Haney? Well, you talking about if they fight, I don't know. They may not even never be in the same weight class, to be honest. So that's a question. They may never be in the same weight class. But I probably think Shakur got more of a polished style right now. It's hard to predict. It's real hard to predict. I think Shakur got a more polished style so far. I do. I think Shakur got a more polished style. Devin's still a little amateurish. In my humble opinion, he's just a little bit amateurish, but I like them both. But I think Devin Haney style gonna take him further. Shakur style gonna take him further. The style bender, I ain't know that nigga name. Y'all seen him fight before. Who should get the naming rights for boxing is gentrified slogan? Me. Boxers make too much money. Back in the day, they couldn't afford to duck fights. I mean, you give somebody an out, they gonna take it. That's just human nature. I feel you, the boss, but PBC start overspending. We see the zone 2 fail and Dana White to stop the PBC spending. Yeah, Dana White come over and cracked it. We're going to see a lot of dudes retire. Watch what I tell you. You're going to see a lot. When them checks start changing, you're going to see a lot of dudes retire. But, Charlie, what's going on? Dana White might not come over and run nothing, though. That might just be a perception. Al might sell like Dana White sold the UFC and still run it. So, he may not. Truth boxing is gentrified. You said it all. It is. Like I said before, people be getting mad at me. You always negative. You don't say nothing positive to say. And they hear what they want to hear. But I remember when boxing was pretty good still. I remember when it was only like 10 years ago that it was still the beginning of the decade. It still was solid. You know what I'm saying? And then as the decade went in, PBC started. But Top Rank started it all. Let me say that. Top Rank started this all. They truly did. Top Rank started it all. By trying to play with Al Haymon. You know, they didn't want to make no fights with Al. And Bob was hating on Al on HBO. So that's how that started. But hey, appreciate everybody for checking in. He said, will Spence be better at 54? I mean, I think he probably be physically better. He's starting to get weight drained. Y'all keep asking the questions. He's starting to get weight drained at 47, so he ain't got no chance but to be better at 54 physically, but he just be an Erickson Lubin up there. You know what I'm saying? He probably going to get knocked out. Y'all keep asking questions if y'all got more. He probably going to get knocked out up there. He ain't shit. I've been telling y'all that. He ain't shit but a blown up junior middleweight at welterweight, so we shall see. He probably could beat like a Jared Hurd, but you know, he might lose to Erickson Lubin. You know, I definitely would favor Lara over him. Castanos beat him in the amateurs, but, you know, maybe he could beat Castanos. Who else you got? Rosario, I mean, that's subjective. We don't know how good Rosario is. You know, obviously, you know, maybe he would have beat J-Rock too, not looking at hindsight. So, him and Jamil spar all the time. So, I mean, shit, you never really know these type of things. But I don't expect him to be a world beater at 54. I think he's going to be Tony Harris. I think he's going to be in just everybody that's there. You know what I'm saying? I think if you put some of the dudes historically that's been at 54 versus Errol Spence, Sergio Martinez, Paul Williams, Canelo Alvarez, Demetrius Andrade, Floyd Mayweather, even maybe what was my man's Carlos Molina that was there. Some of them, I think the majority of them dudes beat him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even a fresher James Kirkland beats him as well too. So I don't see Errol Spence being the top 54 pounder. You know, but maybe he could beat some of these guys today. You never know. People say he sparred with Jamil. You know, it is. Cowboys signing to sign the Cowboys. So Tom Brady ain't gonna leave New England, I don't think. So I don't see that happening. But you see how Jerry didn't want to pay the brother. But hey, I appreciate everybody for checking in. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support. Y'all know what it is. We got